You hold within yourself a power so immense yet so often neglected that it can shape not only your body and mind, but the very way the world perceives and respects you. Think for a moment about this truth. Until you value your semen, no one will value you. It sounds blunt, almost uncomfortable, but sometimes the deepest truths are those we avoid confronting. And in this video, we are going to explore why mastering your energy, your essence, and your self-control is the key to unlocking respect, purpose, and inner strength. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it, and comment your thoughts below. Together, we will explore wisdom that has been whispered by sages, confirmed by science, and rediscovered by men and women who are walking the path of self-mastery. And I promise you, what you are about to learn can alter the very foundation of how you live. Let us begin by asking a simple but profound question. Why is semen, this vital force within us, so undervalued in today's world? We live in a society that has normalized instant gratification, that celebrates indulgence while neglecting discipline. The very energy that has the capacity to create life itself is treated as something disposable, a momentary release without consequence. But throughout history, philosophers, mystics, and psychologists have pointed to something deeper. They understood that this essence is not just biological, but spiritual and psychological. Sigmund Freud once suggested that sexual energy was at the root of all human motivation, while Carl Jung saw it as a profound symbol of transformation, capable of being redirected into creativity, vision, and self-realization. So let me ask you, if the greatest thinkers of the past saw sexual energy as the foundation of human drive, why do we treat it so lightly? Could it be that the lack of respect we give to this inner power mirrors the lack of respect others reflect back to us? Imagine a man who wastes his energy endlessly, who gives away his vitality without thought or discipline. Do you think such a man will radiate authority, clarity, or presence? Or will he be seen as fragile, distracted, even invisible in the eyes of the world? To value your semen is to value yourself, your time, and your purpose. It is not merely about abstaining from desire, but about mastering it. It is about realizing that your energy is not just physical, but the very fuel for your ambitions, your discipline, and your inner fire. The ancient Taoists spoke of this truth long before modern psychology. They believed that the creative essence in man, when preserved and cultivated, could lead to longevity, wisdom, and spiritual awakening. They saw the loss of this energy as a loss of life force itself. Now think about the men you admire most. Do they seem like men who are constantly controlled by their impulses, or do they carry an aura of discipline, restraint, and focus? True leaders, whether philosophers, warriors, or creators, are those who command respect. But ask yourself honestly, has the path of indulgence, distraction, and waste truly made people stronger, more fulfilled, or more respected? Or has it left many feeling hollow, anxious, and powerless? The truth is, when you learn to respect your inner energy, you radiate something undeniable. Your posture changes, your voice deepens, your mind sharpens. You begin to attract respect, not because you demand it, but because you embody it. And here lies the beginning of our journey. The realization that semen is not just a biological substance, but a metaphor for all of your potential, your discipline, your essence. To value it is to step into a higher version of yourself, a version that commands recognition. This is why the first key to respect, success, and self-mastery begins with the simple but profound decision to value what you carry within. So I leave you with this question for now. Are you willing to treat your energy, your life force as sacred, or will you continue to let it slip away, unnoticed, unvalued, and disrespected? Think deeply about this, because how you answer will determine not just how others see you, but how you see yourself. And remember, this is just the beginning. We will go deeper into how this discipline reshapes your psychology, your emotions, and even the way others respond to your presence. What I will share next may surprise you, and it may be the missing piece you have been searching for. Think for a moment about the concept of discipline. Discipline is not simply about controlling actions, it is about mastering impulses. Every great philosopher, every spiritual leader, and every successful individual throughout history has understood this. Aristotle once said that what separates the wise from the unwise is the ability to govern desires rather than be governed by them. In the same way, when you choose to value your semen, you are making a statement not only to the world, but to your own subconscious. I am not a slave to fleeting pleasures. I am a master of myself. But why does this matter so much? Because your psychology is shaped by the patterns you reinforce every day. Every time you indulge in the easy release of energy without purpose, your mind learns a dangerous lesson. That comfort is more important than growth. That pleasure is more valuable than discipline. On the other hand, every time you choose restraint, you are programming your mind with the opposite message, that your future, your health, your purpose, and your respect matter more than a momentary indulgence. Over time, this rewires your entire psychology. Your self-respect grows, and with it, so does the respect others give you. Carl Jung spoke often about the concept of individuation, the process by which a person becomes whole, integrating the different aspects of the self. He believed that sexual energy was not something to be suppressed or denied, but to be transformed into higher expressions of creativity, purpose, and vision. Think about how this works in your own life. Have you ever noticed that after wasting your energy through compulsive habits, you feel weaker, more distracted, even guilty? And yet, when you preserve that energy, when you hold it within yourself, there is a surge of vitality, confidence, and clarity. This is not just an illusion. Science tells us that semen is rich with vital nutrients, hormones, and even life-giving properties. To lose it without care is not only a physical depletion, but a symbolic act of undervaluing what is most sacred within you. And here lies the deeper truth. The way you treat your sexual energy is a mirror of how you treat your entire life. If you throw it away carelessly, chances are you also throw away your time, your focus, your opportunities. If you guard it with respect and wisdom, chances are you do the same with your goals, your relationships, and your future. This is why others sense it, even without words. A man who values himself radiates something invisible, but undeniable. His eyes are clearer, his handshake is firmer, his words carry weight. People listen when he speaks, not because he shouts, but because there is gravity in his presence. This is not magic. It is the natural result of self-mastery. The energy that could have been wasted is instead transmuted into charisma, focus, and inner strength. Friedrich Nietzsche once wrote that the individual who cannot command himself will always remain a servant. And this is the essence of what we are exploring. Until you value your semen, you remain a servant to impulses. But the moment you begin to value it, you step into command. And when you command yourself, the world begins to respond differently. Opportunities open, people treat you with greater seriousness. Relationships deepen, because others can sense that you are grounded, not swayed by every passing urge. Now let us take this further. Beyond psychology and presence, valuing your semen changes the way you relate to your emotions. Think of how often people are overwhelmed by stress, anger, anxiety, or depression. Much of this turmoil is fueled by inner instability, the inability to hold energy, to direct it purposefully. When you practice retention and discipline, you are not simply holding back physically. You are training your nervous system to remain calm under pressure, to hold energy even when life tests you. This resilience spills over into every part of life. You become harder to shake, more composed, more dependable. And here is a powerful question to reflect on. If you cannot command your own body, how can you hope to command your destiny? If you cannot respect what is sacred within you, how can you expect the world to respect you? The truth is, everything begins with this inner alignment.